Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about reaching out to other bloggers and how this can potentially help your website. So basically, this goes into SEO territory or search engine optimization territory. I'm not going to go into the massive science behind it, so I'll keep it as simple as possible for the purposes of the video so that you guys don't get completely bored. Right, so let's say you are referencing somebody's work. So you will put, for example, author name states in their blog, you have the name of their blog, you take that, you put a backlink directly to the blog or page article where you've taken the information from, and you put a quote from them, and underneath that you have your own quote. So that little link there is a backlink to their website, and this will benefit their website. Now, when it comes down to it, you can then reach out to the person who has created that information and brought that information forwards and say, hey, I really appreciate your blog. So I've basically linked back to you from my blog here. Do you think there's anything interesting in the blog that you might want to talk about? Or do you think that because we're working on similar topics that we could maybe have a bit of an exchange of links so we can link to each other? And a lot of the time people are going to either be a little bit hesitant or they might say yes. So it kind of bends between that. I very rarely get a complete definite no at the start when reaching out to somebody. Although sometimes I just don't get responses. But you've got to expect that. Doing this, when you're linking to other websites, you are basically helping them and saying to search engines that are crawling you and that crawl them when they link to you, they're saying, hey, this content is relevant, this content is cool, so we think that this is valuable content to talk about on our website. So what will happen is that will basically increase your domain authority, making your website a lot more favored by search engines than one, for example, which has no links going into it. Now, onto the crazy stuff. There are two different types of links. You've got your do follows, you've got your no follows. It can be a little bit annoying to try and figure out which ones are which, because when it comes down to it, if you're not looking into like the page code and everything like that, and you're using things like plugins, they change for the different browsers, they change on a regular basis. So I wouldn't worry too much about whether or not the links are do follow or no follow for now. We're not working to be SEO gods just yet. But this will be a great start for you when you're originally reaching out, because you're going to start getting links in. And even in the worst case, if you've got no follow links, which are not that valuable when search engines crawl you, because do follows they're like the golden goose. But most of the links that you'll find that come in will be do follow. So don't worry about the no follows, because you may still get natural traffic from those websites. And even if you don't, it might still help a little bit depending on the flavor of the month for different algorithms. So it's like some search engines change the way that they do things every now and then. So even a no follow link may help you a little bit. But as long as you've got like a little bit of back and forth, and you've got people referencing your content, and you've got people linking to your site, that is going to help increase your domain authority, and it's going to benefit your blog, because it will mean over time more people can find these blogs and more people will be reading your work, which means if you're an affiliate, you'll sell more products, which means if you are somebody who basically you're just doing it for fun, more people are seeing your stuff. Like, let's say you're an artist. It's really, really good. Anyway, by having this kind of relationship with other bloggers, and it's like I've worked with quite a few different companies on this. So I've even had some London-based agencies contact me, and they've said, well, hey, can you put some of our blogs on your website? So I've had their blogs on some of my websites. I've linked back to them. I've had them link back to me. There are people who will even potentially contact you down the road and say, hey, can you post this blog on your website, and we'll pay you a bit to do that. It's actually not too bad, and you can earn quite a little bit of money as a sort of side hustle from that kind of thing. Just if you're doing that, make sure you start getting into the territory where you know what do follow and no follow links are, so you can make sure that you're giving them the value that they're paying for. Anyway, I hope that this has been helpful. Definitely reach out to other bloggers and have a lovely time. Take care. Bye.